Welcome everybody back to another episode of Blunts and Politics. I got my boy Gutter in the building. Gutter, what's going on, fam?
Happy Easter, fam.
Happy motherfucking Easter, man. They say he is risen today, dog. That what
I
they
just
say.
waiting on my blade.
Hey man, I'm going to get mine as well. Falling straight over my boy to get me some of that good food, man.
Right at it.
So man, it's the spring solstice or spring equinox something today too. I don't think it's gonna be no more cold weather. That's really what today signified, that all the cold weather is gone from now on.
So listen.
Yeah, no, that's facts right
That's
there.
right.
Yeah, that's facts. It's off the stars and the moon and all that shit right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's total fact right there. My boy done pulled up and gave me a gummy. That thing stuck in the back of my tooth back here. But I'm gonna get right though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get right, by God. We feeling pretty good today. Now, the first story we got today is a doozy. New Jersey women's prison inmate is pregnant after sex with a transgender prisoner. So here you go, got him.
Right.
Yes.
Why would they put him there anyway?
From my understanding, it's just this one particular prison they got set up to where they also house transgender people there too. And I think they had like 28 or it's 20 some transgender people that they got there. And the reason why they house them now
Mm-hmm.
is because in 2021 they enacted a policy that allowed prisoners to be housed according to how they identify. You know what I'm saying? The reason why they had to do that is because a civil rights suit was brought up against them, against a woman who was forced to live in the men's prison for 18 months. So once they get sued, they got to do something. You know what I'm saying? They can't keep having to give out money. So now you get to be where you say you want to be at. You know what I'm saying? Dog. I was just, right now they say that it was 27 transgender women now. Now in order for you to say you're a trans woman, you don't have to been underwent no surgery or nothing. All you gotta do is identify. Just
Hey
like
man, I'm a woman.
just like old boy who won the swimming competition for
Right.
women. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is say you feel like this or that. Man, shit, I know if I get into trouble in New Jersey, I'm a bitch. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
They gonna be clear though.
Man, if I get in any kind of trouble in New Jersey, I promise you, man, I'm gonna tell them folks I identify as a woman. And I'm gonna have some fun for my time that I'm up, man. You know,
What really can they go? Cause they go to the men, but they gonna tear the shit out of them there.
man, you
And if
gonna
they go to Will, the same thing happen.
well, since you are allowing so much of this stuff to become indoctrinated and it's becoming law, what's gonna have to happen after a while? Cause stuff like this gonna continue to happen.
Right.
What you're gonna have to do is just build a prison specifically for them. They're gonna get their
Yeah.
own prison.
That's what they usually do in Georgia, man. You send them to some prison with most of them there.
Yeah, I'm
When they
sure.
get in our prison, they going straight to the hole.
But see, man, in Georgia, I'm sure that it's been a high demand. They say that they ain't got but 27 transgender women at this Jersey correctional facility. So here in Georgia, we just gonna go and keep it all the way 100. Goddamn, Atlanta hold a big supply of this transgender stuff,
Right.
and it done trickled down into these small towns and shit too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So goddamn, we probably had a need for a prison that was just them way before a lot of other places did. I'm sure California probably got one because they done probably had to deal with that problem too. You know what I'm saying? Until it becomes a problem for your state, you don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying?
That shit fucked me up, man.
Hold on. Hey man, that shit wild as hell though, bro. That shit that wild as hell, man. The whole world up there got turned upside down, man. When all you got to do is say you feel like a woman. Man, you get to participate in women's sports, go to women's prison, and man, and it's just wild, dog. This shit is it wouldn't even like this wasn't even up for debate when I was a kid. It was boys and girls. You know what I'm saying? Like boys went on this wall, girls went on that wall. Like, can you imagine what what teachers having to go through now, man? Especially imagine some of the old teachers we had who got down, Man, them folk retiring, man.
They gonna get out of
Man,
that.
this shit done got too wild. They can't even call a little boy when he first walk in the club. You gotta ask him, do he wanna be a little boy? Man, this shit is the worst. Nah, man, once you let some shit out the bag, now you're gonna have people trying to take every advantage of it that they can. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have people doing shit that they know they really don't feel that way. But if I can get an extra edge to get some money or something out the way, you know what I'm saying? Shit, people to do it, man. People do anything for money, man. Like, I done heard a lot of people say they don't believe Lil Nas X really gay. They think it's all for the money. You know, I guess for some people to believe, I ain't got to see the boy fucking a boy like that. For me to believe that he gay. You know what I'm saying? If you man enough to stand up on a stage and tell people you gay, man, shit, I'm gonna take you at your word. Man, I'm gonna take you at your like Gerard Carmichael, he didn't have to tell all 17 of them dick jokes for me to believe he was gay. He could have just said he was gay and kept it going with the regular family comedy like he been doing. Right. You know, this man turned from Bill Cosby to Andrew Dice Clay, the gay version, overnight. Like, he fucked me up with his comedy special, man. And I tried, God. I tried to finish watching the comedy special. I swear to God, I did. Him being gay didn't stop me from watching the comedy special. I just don't want to hear about dicks in me and mouth for 7 minutes. You know, and that's as far as I could get. I gave it 7 more minutes before I turned the motherfucker off, man. But God, I don't want to hear a female comedian talking about dicks in her mouth for 7 minutes. You know, you gotta have some more goddamn. Tell me a fucking joke, man. This man used to be so great at telling stories. He didn't even tell no story about the dick being in his mouth. He just went straight from I'm gay and now I got Dominican dicks and Haitian dicks and like nigga, why you going around the world finding all these different types of dicks to put in your mouth? Why you can't just be a monogamous gay dude? You know, and why you can't just find you one good gay dude to settle down with? Why I said you done just came out the closet, you feel like you gotta get all the dicks in your mouth now. You know what I'm saying? And then put them all in one comedy special. Like I didn't understand what he thought that was going on. No, you don't, man. No, yeah, if you get past the 12-minute mark, you was a brave motherfucking dog. Cause I tried, man. I tried. He started out, man. I was dig, but this is on everything I love. As soon as he walked out on the stage, I told my baby he gay. But I still was watching the special. Yeah. But as soon as he walked out on stage and sat down, I said, "Babe, Gerard gay." She was like, "I don't think he gay." But she right after that, he started talking about sucking dick. So it confirmed my suspicions. That's all. Man, this man here, man. But he was one of my favorite comedians. And if he do another comedy special where he ain't sucking dick the whole comedy special, I probably I know normal stuff got to happen to gay folk too. They don't just stand around with dicks in their mouth all day. You know what I'm saying? Tell me some more funny shit beside the dicks in your mouth. Yeah. That's man. Man, I just couldn't take it, dog. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't take it. I'm sorry. We're gonna move on to our next topic of the day. Up in Atlanta, another cult leader has been found and arrested. It seems like every time they go after these people who run these cults, man, it always got something to do with sex. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They always get them on them sex type charges. You know, and that's because anytime a man does something to get power, he really getting like we said, it boils down to women. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He doing all of this so he can exploit women. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know nothing about this dude. You know what I'm saying? He might be a good dude and all that kind of stuff there. But anytime one of your whole things is that we gotta be naked and you get to take pictures, then I'm automatically concerned. Right. You know, like what that gotta do with God and all that kind of stuff that and then this guy don't even just say that he represents God. He say he the return of Christ. So you the return of Christianity type, or the leader of Christianity, and then Christianity ain't got nothing about being butt naked everywhere. You know. But these guys, right. They be doing it for the power over the female brain. You can make them do stuff, man, and it's all just so he can get his rocks off. At the end of the day, he did all of this just to get his rocks off. Now, I ain't gonna put his name out there. If you want to find out who he is, you can look him up yourself. They call him Nature Boy, though. He the leader of the cult, and he was arrested in DeKalb County. He got arrested for rape, false imprisonment, 3 counts of prohibition on nude or sexually explicit electronic transmission, which means that under Georgia law, you can't send a naked picture of somebody to somebody else unless that person knows. You got to have their consent before you send their picture somewhere. So they go to all y'all young high school boys that be getting pictures of these girls and thought yourself gonna send them to your homeboy, let your homeboy see. You can go to jail for that. You can go to jail for that. You can get charged for that. That's almost rape, bro. You know, almost rape. But you done invaded her privacy on so many levels. I ain't never understood what kind of lame ass nigga that was anyway, man. Goddamn, like if this my lady, ain't nobody finna see your picture. You know what I'm saying? Now I can understand showing a picture of a thought, but I ain't no guy out there getting all these pictures of thoughts and goddamn. Man, I remember that time I got there, got pulled over, and you had them pictures in my car, boy. Man, the motherfucker gave me hell. I think the one thing that saved me was that I was young, my damn self. You know what I'm saying? Cause they knew them were no old titties right there, boy. They knew them were no old titties. But we were young, girl. I had pictures all in my car, man. I done got pulled over by them folk, boy. I got a mop in him some kind of way. I had that door open waiting on Matt to get in. But yeah, man, goddamn, them folk asked me about 3, 4 times about them goddamn questions. But that was an ugly girl. She had a pretty body though. Yes, she did. And she had a pretty goddamn body. Bless her heart. I hope she doing well wherever she at right now. But they say these people here, man, he got about 90,000 subscribers. On Instagram, he got 25,000 followers. He supposed to get all them subscribers to go follow him on Instagram. Speaking of that, click this like, follow, and subscribe. But here, while we over here talking about here, I be forgetting to get it too, but I can understand how he do that. But Buddy got down, Buddy locked up, and most of the time, man, when they get you for running a cup, man, yeah, it's over with, dog. You ain't gonna come back out of that right there. So, you know, that's all I'm gonna say. They say these folk got a strange infatuation with the number 3. It look like they throwing up blood, but I think they doing some religious stuff or something. I don't know, but it looked to me like if I saw them on the streets, I swear they were throwing up blood. But my next story that I got to talk about today, man. Oh man, the mayor of New York City, Mr. Eric Adams, is going at Black Lives Matter now. You know what I said? His exact quote is, "I thought Black Lives Matter." Now, you know, man, I've been questioning these folks for the longest. You know, I always just thought that, like, I'm pretty sure Black Lives Matter is probably protesting at this Grand Rapids thing. And man, if we if we continue to protest when it's clear that there were things that went wrong in that motherfucking in that situation when the guy got pulled over, there's so many things that went wrong before Buddy got shot. If we can't acknowledge that now, no, it ain't supposed to be a death sentence. I understand that. But when people are moving and a gun is there, it ain't like that man don't know that the police got a gun. He don't know that he is tussling with a person with a gun. I don't give a damn if it's the police, Joe from down the street, Sally Mae. I don't give a fuck who it is. If you tussling with somebody that got a gun on their hip, it's a good chance you gonna get shot. That common sense. That's man, like if you ain't got no gun, you ain't got no business tussling with nobody with a you ain't got no business tussling with nobody with a gun anyway. Let them folk have it. You know what I'm saying? And especially when that person got on a uniform, gave to him by the city, or gave to him by the county, or gave to him by the state, or gave to him by the US government, saying that he has the authority to do certain things. You know, at the end of the day, man, goddamn, you got to respect authority. I don't give a fuck if it's a white officer, it's a black officer, it's a Hispanic officer, it's an Asian officer. It's a motherfucking officer of the court. And unless you don't want to be a part of the system and you go ahead and do all the steps and the things that it take to get yourself removed from the system, you got to obey the rules and the laws of the land.
Exactly.
And even if you go through all that I just described, if they pull you over, I suggest you shut the fuck up and let them take you to jail and you deal with it from the courthouse perspective because you don't want to argue with a scared person with a gun. And I assume everybody who carrying a gun around everywhere they go scared. You know what I'm saying? Not just the police, the guy that go to the grocery store and got his gun on his hip. I assume he's scared.
Ready to put.
He ready to pull it. He's scared of his environment. That's why he got his gun on his hip. A man who ain't scared of nothing around him, man, he ain't walking around with no goddamn gun on his hip everywhere he go. He go to the mailbox, he gotta have it gun. He go to the convenience store, he gotta have it. He go to his daughter's school, the gun in the car. Like, god damn. Where do you feel at peace at, bruh? That's somebody who is wound tight and ready to unload their motherfucking they problems. Really, what they gonna do? They got problems in their own life, see.
Mhm.
And people be bottling that shit up and pushing it down and pushing it down and looking for the outlet. Don't you let you become that outlet. Don't give nobody no reason to take out their pain on you. You know what I'm saying? If you can excuse yourself out in the situation and just be the bigger man and just be like, man, this shit ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, no matter what, if that man had to go to jail cause that tag on that car wasn't right, going to jail better than tussling with him getting being dead.
Right.
And more than likely, it's just a ticket. Unless you done actually stole this vehicle and you done goddamn committed some other serious crimes behind this tag being messed up. As long as it's just a wrong tag, it ain't no situation.
Hey, don't call my prison with that tag. Everything about that tag.
If to me if it ain't came out already, that mean that it was just a simple tag violation. It'd have been a came out by now if it was anything other than a simple tag violation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So this situation could have been resolved right there. It could all you had to do was sit in the car, hand the people his license registration when they came up there. He didn't even get an officer time to be an asshole.
He got out the car for the officer then.
So
Yeah.
so how I'm supposed to be up here with my black fist in the air? Like we can't do it every time. You got to pick and choose. You got if you ever want to be taken serious, you can't go in the stock market and buy everything, buy one of everything. You got to pick and choose. You got to be
Mhm.
smart about what battles you fight. Even if you in a real war, you can't just go attack everything indiscriminately. You make goddamn strategic and planned moves if you ever want to win. You know, we keep on crying and screaming over shit that don't goddamn that don't fit the criteria. So that way, when the next person that it happened to that really was in the right, he get lumped in with this dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He get lumped in with this dude, and he shouldn't be lumped in with this dude because this dude made a lot of errors.
And the other dude didn't do nothing.
The other dude didn't do nothing. If Buddy had stayed in his car, handed his license to him. When he handed his license to him, Buddy pulled him out the car. After Buddy pulled him out the car, slammed him to the ground, and I still don't never see the point in running when you're running from a ticket. Even if you're running from jail, like that's not a going to prison offense that you're running for. Uh, you ain't killed nobody. You ain't robbed nobody. The worst thing that can happen to you is you finna get a court date.
But you said he'll run it, attaching with the man with the table at first.
So all you doing is upgrading your charges every step you make. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but we gonna protest about it, man. We gonna protest about it, man. And I just don't. Everything ain't out to be protested about now. Um, old boy Eric Adams up there in New York, he said if Black Lives Matter, why come they don't be out there talking to the 16, 17, 18 year olds out there armed with guns at 12 o'clock and 1 o'clock in the morning? You know why they? And And you know, man, I feel your sentiment because when it's black on black crime, black lives don't seem to matter because they don't never show up. They only gonna show up when a white person kill a black person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And to me, that ain't how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Like if you really an organization that's gonna call yourself Black Lives Matter, I feel like you need to be concerned about all aspects of Black lives and not just when Black lives. Um, yeah, man, you got to consider being concerned about every aspect of the Black life, man. But they only want to show up when it's a white person that they did some or a white police and yeah, you know, man, it just it's like the $6 million house that they bought. You know what $6 million would have did to a hood, man?
Oh man.
Do you know what $6 million invested into a neighborhood, putting computer centers and job opportunity places, God, just different. You know what $6 million could have did?
A nice one. We might sell it just like that. The same side that mansion. A nice one.
You could have probably fixed up six hoods
Yeah.
with that. Put $1 million in each hood, and then, man, when you actually start doing stuff like that, the donations will keep coming in.
Exactly.
But you can spend $6 million on that hive, man. I'm sure the donation done dried up since that news came out. But see, man, again, our people ain't never really for our people. And when I say that, I'm talking about the organizations that be set up for our people, man. They don't be for us. They be to keep us where we at, man. That's why food stamps it got a earning limit. You can only make so much money to get this assistance. You know what I'm saying? So as long as I just make $15,000 a year, you care what my child eat. But if I make $17,000 a year, which is just two more $1,000 a year, which means that I just shit. If I split that $2,000 up that I'd have made extra in the 12 months worth of groceries. That's me, goddamn, spending shit. What? It ain't no damn but. You know what I'm saying? I'm too high to do the math. My cousin brought me out with the goddamn reefer. The gun over here, that mom. I don't know, but basically what he was saying though is that the Black Lives Matter need to step up the other angles. Like Frank James was shooting black and white people, from what I understand. You know what I'm saying? Black Lives Matter didn't show up for that because he was a black guy doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, black lives supposed to matter no matter who doing it. If you gonna show up, show up. That's all they saying.
Yeah.
I don't really want to talk about that no more, man. You got something to say about it?
Do it too, man.
Word. Man, my next story I got here, man. I got another story, man. An Oklahoma corrections officer was found guilty of helping white supremacists attack black detainees in jail. Now, you my go-to guy when I get to talking about these prison things, man.
Right.
At the prison that you worked at, was it a real big white supremacist type vibe and that they had?
Yeah, it was.
Was it a lot of white people in there?
Yeah, it was a lot of white folks.
How did the white inmates and the black inmates get along at the prison that you was at?
Pretty much. Well, pretty much good. Business and business. They did inmate things.
So everybody coincide.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
man,
when I was there, yeah.
and man, I be trying to tell people for the most part, man, the South in the South now, not all of them, not all of them, but for the most part, man, we got our white boys straight. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause, man, out there in LA and places that they make you feel like racism never existed, man, that's the place where racism was the worst. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
LA, New York, up that northeast shit, you know what? The union that never had slaves, they might not have got there had slaves. But they motherfucking kept niggas in their place at the same time.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when I went to Pennsylvania,
Right.
y'all have to excuse me, it's called blunts of politics. We politicking, we need a blunt. But man, it was more racism up there in Oklahoma than I ever saw in the South. I've been around a lot. But one thing I will say about them folks in Pennsylvania, I'm finna get them their props, man. Goddamn. When you do work for them, they don't mind paying. You know, that's one thing for sure, man. When you do work for them folks up there, because a lot of 'em- a lot of people up there, for sure, houses been in their families for generations. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of them folks grow up and don't never have to pay no mortgage because it was great granddaddy house and shit like that. You know, when you go to talking about white folks, and there's some black folks who've been established that long up there too. You know, the thing about the things that black people had in those years, if it ever came a time that white folks wanted what you had, it wasn't too much you could do to kid you take it. So a lot of things that black people owned back in the day, you know, they didn't get to hold on to it, but white people have been able to keep their shit for generations and generations and generations. And so it just gives you an advantage. You know, just imagine. Imagine if we could take back our lineage to our great granddaddy. That ain't even that far. White folk can tell you who their great granddaddy was. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you who my great granddaddy was. You know what I'm saying? But imagine if you could but know who our great granddaddy was. And this man owned a house and he had 3 kids. And all 3 kids grew up and had a house. That's 4 houses right there, right there. That ain't even the extent of the family. That's just great granddad and his 3 kids. That's 4 houses. Now them 3 kids have kids. A couple of them stay in the house. Some of them move out. You at least get 2 more houses added onto the collection, maybe 3. Now you got 5, 6 houses within the family coming out the great granddaddy tree. By the time it get down to our generation and things like that, it's some 8, 9 houses that's owned by the family. You know what I'm saying? People just decide where they want to live at. Whoop de whoop. You want to move, you can move. You can rent this house out, and you already got money started.
Different world, man.
But it ain't even perfect. It's white man's America.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That ain't even no fabricated far off thing. You know what I'm saying? That shit really done been happening in this country for years. But see, the thing about it that we gotta do is we gotta make sure that when we be the great granddaddies, they can be like, well, great granddaddy did do this. Great granddaddy did goddamn make sure we had this much established for us, goddamn. And you gotta set when you set examples, you know, my whole childhood, you know what I'm saying? My mama, we lived in a trailer. You know what I'm saying? And my whole outset was I gotta have a house. You know what I'm saying? My mama, my grandma, she lived in a trailer. My mama lived in a much nicer trailer.
Yeah.
So I had to keep it going and progress a little more. Goddamn, it's all about progression. Goddamn, and so I wanted to do that. And so now that I done did that, I know my children know that the least they can get is a house. You know what I'm saying?
Well, outdo your parents, man. That I always felt.
You supposed to outdo your parents, you know what I'm saying? Because if not, if you don't take advantage of the little bit of help that they was able to give you, then you done let them down. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of our parents didn't know the power of credit and stuff back then because they had it set up to them well. The places that gave black folks credit would not report the credit to the credit bureau. It were places like Western Auto, Hot Workers, and those places around town that they would cater to the black community, but you can pay them every month on time and they'll never tell the credit bureau nothing about you. But you miss 2 payments, they're gonna tell the credit bureau and they're gonna come get your car, charge you all this. It's over the amount of money to get another car, but they're gonna keep you the way you trap shopping only with them. When you try to go somewhere else, go get something like you ain't never bought nothing in your life. But you done defaulted on a couple things because that's how they gonna report it. But you know, I just hopefully, and you know, you can say that we done progressed past that, but we ain't. We ain't. Bankings and institutions like that, anything to me, if my race don't matter, why put it on the application? As long as we still having to put on loan applications, whether you white or black, as long as you still having to put on rental applications, whether you white or you black, it's gonna always affect something. If you tell me it don't matter, why you ask it? On a job application, it's gonna ask you if you white, black, Hispanic. I don't know. If it don't matter, why you ask? But they ask because it indeed matters. It matters, man. Goddamn, everything matters from the classification. White mean one thing, black mean one thing. I wish I could really tell y'all. I've been I done smoked so much in my life. I've been getting the names of these things, man. But it's a dictionary you can go back to, man. Where you can see you can really see what white, black, and all this shit mean, man. You know, you have to be careful what you let people call you. You know what I'm saying? People will place a curse on you and have you calling yourself that curse. You know what I'm saying? And words mean something. That's why when you spell something out, it's called a spell when you cast something on people, man. That shit is real. Anything you write out, you can make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit crazy, man. That shit crazy the way they play with you. But this correction officer here was found guilty of helping white supremacists attack black folks in jail. Now, what would you have did if you to find out one of your coworkers was helping folks get jumped on? I know y'all tight now, cause I ain't gonna lie. When I was in the military, my motherfucking in my squad could damn near do anything. I ain't gonna tell them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, of course, everybody got limits, but that's my brother. You know what I'm saying? Cause shit, man, this man has saved, man, a motherfucking to save your life, oh man, goddamn, it ain't too much you gonna tell on him about. You know, I'm just being real, man. And when you in the military, you with that squad, man. A lot of times, this person will say this person got could have got his arm fucked up and everything. People, that shit be deep. You know what I'm saying? And to get them folk to tell on each other is a hard goddamn task. Cause goddamn, that shit bigger than goddamn color. So I can understand when you in that world, you see things differently. Cause I know when I was in the military, nigga, I saw the shit differently. I drank the Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying? Shit, they gave with the Kool-Aid. I drank fuck out of it, goddamn. So I can understand how it'd be hard to go against this guy that you fight with. But what would you have done though?
Shit. What could be done by the time you found out, he was on gone.
Now he actively doing it. Goddamn, by the time you find out he done just goddamn set up somebody to go get jumped on and he back out there. He back chilling in the office doing the thing. Ain't nobody said nothing about it. He ain't been seen on camera, nothing. Nobody don't know. You the first person to become aware of this shit happening. I say an inmate came and told you. You ain't even see it. An inmate came and told you that this was going on.
So do what I'm doing. I'm gonna get on my radio, call the supervisor down.
Let the inmate talk to the supervisor.
Yeah. Let them say it, cause then I write it down somewhere. Y'all have it in black and white.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta cover your own ass out there though.
Yeah, man, you don't want to end up being the one in prison.
Yeah.
They say Matthew Ware commanded lower ranking officers to move two black detainees to a cell row with white supremacist inmates. He also commanded officers to unlock the cell doors, resulting to injury in the black detainee. Yeah, he a supervisor, former supervisory corrections officer at K County Detention Center. So he your supervisor. Who do you tell that? That's hard because if you tell that it don't go nowhere, you fine. Or he can set you up to get jumped somewhere in that motherfucker. I done seen movies. I ain't never been in there, but I done seen movies, goddamn. That prison
What
thing.
you do is you go to the head supervisor, somebody above him. Like he a sergeant, you go to the lieutenant. If he a lieutenant, you go to the captain.
Man, from my military days, if my squad leader do some unsavory shit, I'm not finna go to the platoon leader because that shit can go bad for me.
Yeah.
If the platoon leader done fucked around and be the one that actually told him to do that shit, and I'm not down to, nah, man, I'm probably look the other way, dog. I'm probably look the other way. I ain't no revolutionary, man. I be the first person.
Everything he see wrong, man, with another officer do it, he'll write it down. He'll do black book.
He wasn't there long with.
Yes.
Yeah, man. People like that.
I don't know. He was there when I left.
Oh, word, word.
He was there when I left. He was doing another job. He didn't see too many fish.
They got him on another job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. They ain't gonna keep people like that around long, dog. You ain't gonna advance in your job. Goddamn.
Yeah, but he said he telling me there. Like, he telling me. Yeah, I was dead day.
Damn, man. They said they did the dude wrong, man. They did wrong. They made him lay out in a. They placed him in a stretched out position. They had his wrist restrained and his right wrist restrained to the other side. God, they kept him in that position for 90 minutes. They say that they did it because Davis had been criticizing the way that the supervisor ran the center. Another question.
Mm-hmm.
Say, goddamn, say you the supervisor and you got an inmate down there telling you don't know what the fuck you doing, guys. How you deal with that?
Oh.
Put him in the hole.
Yeah.
Word. Goddamn. That's just, it's like, you gotta know you're going to prison for that, man. Like, it's certain things you can't do, man. This person, this person, Corey Williams and Aaron Morrison, they done came out with this article saying that when the police stop black people, it's often filled with fear and anxiety. And I've been saying that for ever since we started this podcast. Like, I really believe that I'm black people in America, everybody who classify themselves as black and who get treated as black and all that right there, I think they deserve a goddamn a PTSD disability check. So, man, it's hard for you to be out there in that world where you know that these folks and man, it's like it, you can't you can't post no video of no white dude indeed the way they'll post videos of black people being dead, man. Like and seeing that imagery does trauma to the brain, man. Just you see these officers killing these people, man, and then now you find yourself face to face with an officer. God damn it. And yeah, you could say that our law ain't bad, but shit, that don't wear no sticker that let me know it wasn't good. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, but I do urge, all people of color, black people, everybody, I'm gonna get to the Mexicans in a little bit. But all people of color, man, I just need y'all to just do your best. Keep your hands on the steering wheel. Do everything you can do to put these people at ease. I know that shouldn't be your job, but I want you to come home. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I want you to be able to come home, man. God damn it. And doing this stuff they're gonna make, especially Buddy, man. Don't ever hop out the car before the police get to you, wonder. He could have shot him. If he was a dirty car, he could have shot him right then. He already had reason to fear for his life. You know what I'm saying? If his intention was to kill a black man that day, as soon as that man started walking toward him out of his car and he approached the window, yeah, he could have shot him. But he didn't. He was trying to do everything. He even tried to tase him. He went through the trouble of not pulling the pistol first. He pulled the taser. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what else kind of restraint we want from these human beings. But I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. If I feel like you trying to, the minute I feel like you trying to take me out, game over. Know what I'm saying? Like, I know the second I feel like you trying to do something to take me out, man, I ain't playing with you no more. I ain't playing with you, dog. God damn, like I gotta go home too. And all I finna do is give you a fucking ticket. Man, I'm saying them police departments and prisons and everything, man. When I first got out the army, and I ain't even get out the army on no good terms with them folks. I ain't sitting here acting like I fulfilled my whole commitment and they were calling me. I didn't even do all that and they were calling me like hell. So I can imagine. a motherfucker that do it the right way and come out how bad they call them. Man, them folk would call me every day, seem like, fam, offering me a job at some police department here, there. And it ain't like I ever had an issue where it was like, fuck the police. I ain't never had that issue. No. Even when I was out there in the streets, I understood the police had a job to do and I had a job to do. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just trying to do their job. My problem, reason why I ain't want to be no police is because I done had one job in my life where I could die on the clock. I ain't want to have another job in my lifetime where I could die on the clock, fam. You know what I'm saying? I refuse to put myself in that kind of danger again, just for the sake of a check, you know. But this story here ain't telling me nothing that I don't already know, man. You know, but instead of fixing stuff that could help with this right here, we wanna we wanna change Aunt Jemima.
Yeah.
We wanna do shit. We wanna make Juneteenth a paid holiday. Like, man, you know what Juneteenth is, man.
What is
Some niggas in Texas didn't know that they were free yet, so they were still living like they were slaves. But up until Juneteenth, that's when somebody came in and let them know that they were free and they parted like hell because they were free. So we are celebrating the fact that these niggas didn't know that they were free. And this the day that somebody came and told them that they were free. That's what we why we can't celebrate some real shit black people do. You know what I'm saying? Why we can't goddamn why we couldn't have made Malcolm X's birthday a holiday? You know what I'm saying? Why we couldn't have got down something Marcus Garvey, somebody who really did something for the betterment of their people or tried. Why who we got on this board that keep picking this shit that they keep getting? I want to get on the board, man, because none of this shit received my vote, man.
doing it for years, man.
And man, it's just it's too much of us throwing money away for us to be begging people for anything from us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I see it too often us throwing money away for us our HBCUs having to beg or conquers to get them some money for something.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga throw that money away last night that they asking for. You know?
Right.
But we so embedded in competing against each other, man. It's no matter what, black people can't be together 100%. We gotta always make this shit a competition for some fucking reason, man. And and that's the way they want you to be. They want you competing with your brother instead of getting with your brother. Cause they know if y'all got together instead of staying fighting, you'll be unstoppable. And that's the shit that they don't want. But y'all so caught up in the game of wanting to be the most. I was like, how many gold chains you really need? You understand me? For real, man. How many gold chains? It's too many gold chains. You know,
Showing everybody you can buy a gold chain. That's all you doing.
man. We a fractured community, man. We are a fractured community. We ain't together the way we used to be, man. If you look at them 70s and good times, them showed up, man. Being black meant something, man. It meant something positive. You know what I'm saying? God, and the men walked around with suits on all day, man, suspenders and shit, man. Goddamn, you know, dignified. Even the nigga that was selling dope gonna pull up on you with his suit on and his suspenders and pull them motherfuckers up when he talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Even dignified, bro. Nah, man. Anytime we go somewhere, we got to be worried about how everybody else gonna act. You can't take your kids nowhere to have fun. It's And this is Milledgeville. This ain't even no big city type shit. Like in Milledgeville, man. It's sad. Like the thing is, man, we as a people, when they integrated them schools and they integrated everything, man, we didn't have to depend on each other no more. That's when you know, that's when we got the feeling like the white man stuff was better than the black man stuff. You know what I'm saying? But see, what the white man did to us back then was it was genius. Don't get me wrong, but we supposed to be able to see it, recognize it, and move past it.
Right.
But what they'll do is, man, they'll know that you down here, you got your black on store, and you sell toilet paper for $3 a roll.
Mhm.
You can't buy but maybe 100 goddamn of them boxes a month, but Walmart will buy a million of 'em and sell them for $1.50 a roll up until the time that they put you out of business.
Mhm.
Then when they put you out of business, they'll take the toilet paper up to $4 a roll, so they can still get their money back.
Yeah.
It's all a game of putting people out, man. The rich get richer and the poor get nothing. You know what I'm saying? It costs you so much money to be able to cross over into their world, man. Because, dude, you don't know who Jay-Z first cousin ain't doing shit.
Right.
Whereas the Rockefellers, their cousins doing something, their aunties doing something. You know, you it's all them. Whereas when you got all white people in your company, don't nobody bat an eye. But if you got all black people in your company, people look at you a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? It's a black company. That's a scar on that. We did that to ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, man, white folks used to come to the black neighborhoods to do their shopping because we had the best of the best. We're gonna give you good service, everything. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir, no, sir. Nigga act like they too good to say yes, sir, no, sir, not that. Who the fuck is you? You know what I'm saying? Like, what have you done in your life to where you can't say yes, sir, to somebody? That was shit taught to me at an early age. You supposed to say yes sir, no sir to grown folks. It didn't have to be nobody of any higher respect or nothing like that. They just had to be an elder, you know. But now they kids taught you any kind of way. I had a kid call me a bitch in my front yard. If I could have went across across the yard at school, man, I'd have pulled my belt off and told it was a little girl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no respect though. Ain't no respect though, man. And we don't put that in our kids. My kids got it. They gonna tell you, you know what I'm saying? But as a whole, we gonna move on. I say in this right here, man, I ain't been you be watching that show Atlanta. I kind of watched the first season, I think. I ain't really got but it took a long time for season 2 and season 3 to come out and everything. I said I was gonna jump back into it, but apparently he done did a scene that made fun of white people being nervous about black people getting reparations.
Mhm.
Again, this a problem I saw for him a couple weeks ago on the show, man. I told him if they were paying any attention to how happy niggas was to get $1,400, they ought to know that they ain't got to go too much over that to make black people happy enough to shut the fuck up about reparations forever.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? You fuck around. They think they got to give niggas 10,000, 50. You ain't got to give niggas no $10,000, man. You give niggas a free $3,000, $4,000, man. Niggas will never say nothing about it again, man. Niggas will never say a goddamn thing about it again. And the great thing about it, all you got to do right now is wait just right before the economy is getting ready to goddamn get back right. Cause you don't want to create another situation like we got right now with inflation. You rather go and run it out at one time, just
Mhm.
have it all be one time, and then when you come out of it, you be out of it for good. So
Right.
you wait so it's almost by the time to get out of it. Give black people that money, just prolong the inflation just a tad bit longer with that little bit of money to prolong the inflation just a tad bit longer.
Right.
And then when they come out, white folks will have all the money again. Yeah, cause black folks gonna better spend their money here now, man. Goddamn.
Back again.
Yeah, man. Goddamn. It's a genius plan, man. Just about $3,000-$4,000, man. And they'll be happy to the motherfucker. All you gotta do is say that's all you can afford. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't gonna take.
You spent what, 15 or whatever?
Man, they just sent all that money over there to Ukraine. You can't never tell us you ain't got it no more.
Yeah.
You can't never tell us you ain't got it no more. My boy be smoking on them hemp wrappers, but them things hit a little different to your soul. You know what I'm saying? But I'm about to check that show out though, man. I got too many shows I'm watching right now, man. God damn, I'm on that. I just jumped on Snowfall like I told y'all the other week. I'm already on season 4 though, so shit, I feel like I'm a vet now. Yeah, I feel like I'm a vet now. I gotta finish. The Queen of the South and came out with a new season. I want to be able to get through that before Ozark got the last part of their season. You know, thank you, darling. Yeah, man, and down Ozark. What day you said come out?
The 28th or the 29th.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So I got my table, I got my plate full right now, but after that, I'm gonna check out Atlanta. I think, man.
What is
Um,
it?
it's on FX, I believe. It's on FX. Let's see, what's my next story? Biden administration politically tone deaf on immigration issue. Now, now, it's my understanding that the Hispanic community is down on Joe Biden. See, they got mad at Trump by building the wall, and that's the only reason why it's coming. It's coming to my belief, and I've been thinking this for a long time, man. Because if you know history, if you know history, you know a lot of white folks ain't always been white folks.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I know that sign fucked up. I'm gonna goddamn break it down for you. Back in the day, Irish people weren't considered white; they were considered Irish. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? They got them just like they had signs that had no niggas eat him. They
Yeah.
had signs say no Irish eat him too. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Italian, they weren't always considered white. They were considered Italian. You know what I'm saying? When when white people numbers start to dwindle, they'll add somebody else into their mix and add them up under the umbrella of white.
Okay.
So I'm saying all that to say this. White people are noticing their numbers starting to dwindle yet again. The new
Mm-hmm.
white folk gonna be Hispanics. They already starting to vote like them in prisons. They already combining into the same
We
gang.
did. We
You know
did.
what I'm saying? So if you paying attention,
We used to have a black and white kid.
you know what I'm saying. But that's the next move, I believe. I've been thinking that for a few years that was the next move. That was gonna be the next inductee. They were gonna get them. And with the way politics is built, you know what I'm saying. If black people really understood politics, most of them would be Republicans. They
Mm-hmm.
only Democrats cause they mama them told them that the Republicans were full of racists and the Democrats were for black people. Democrats are for poor people who want to stay poor.
Right.
If you want to stay poor, you keep a Democrat in office. If you ever want a chance to climb up out that hole, you want to keep them Republicans in office. If you're an entrepreneur, a person who trying to get it on their own, ain't nobody trying to just look for a job and do that right there. Now, no disrespect to nobody that just go get a job. Now, somebody got to do everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot to go out there and do your own thing, bet on yourself, and all that kind of shit right there. Everybody ain't for that. But if you are one of those people that's for that, then you have a Republican mindset. You know what I'm saying? Them that they are the ones that is gonna ease up the regulations so that it make it easier for you to be able to make money. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Democrats are gonna tighten regulations, gonna tax the rich people. God damn man. And everybody talking about ain't nothing wrong with taxing the rich. Okay. We talked the other day about how Kamala Harris had to pay $585,000 in taxes, right? Now what if a system was set up to where instead of paying $585,000 worth of taxes, she could have that money to start a business and employ 7, 8 people to what they paying tax.
Right.
But instead of the rich person that she is having that money to invest and possibly invest in other jobs and situations, She had to pay her taxes, and the only reason she paid it because she got them in the limelight and shit like that. If she once her political career over with, she gonna do the Donald Trump too and try to find ways around paying that money too. You know what I'm saying? Everybody act like Donald Trump the first person to have a good tax attorney. You know what I'm saying? These people in business for a reason so that people cannot pay the taxes that they want to pay. If he was doing something wrong as far as tax concerned, I'm sure they'd have been got him. But I don't know, man. I don't even know if you can put a person that used to be president in prison. Like, I don't even know if that. I know it ain't never been did before.
Right.
Like, but I don't know. Like, you would think it certain shit supposed to exempt you from being able to go to prison. Like, I'm just being real. And I ain't saying that he supposed to be able to walk out there and shoot somebody, but if he did, I would think that he was in the right. You know, I wouldn't think the president just went and did a drive by on innocent people. You know what I'm saying? If the former president shot somebody, he had to have a good reason.
Did we have a white president to do that?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. On a hunt trip, he shot somebody, man. Murdered. You know what I'm saying? They ain't know if that was accidental or not. It might have been like on life. No, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. See, that's why I ain't never want to go on hunt trips like that, man.
Like campaign,
Man,
real fair.
man, them folk don't have no. You out here playing games with real guns. I ain't never wanted to go play no games with a real gun, man. Goddamn, we can go paintball. You know, we can play with the paintball. I done did that shit before. That shit was actually pretty fun. I fucked around and went to the paintball track one time. I just started talking to this chick, man, and she had a son, you know what I'm saying? I got all girls, so I always goddamn when I started dating a chick that got a boy, man, I'm finna have some fun myself. You know what I'm saying? So we done went to the paintball track and everything, woo the woo. When we get there, the cadets from GMC there. You know what I'm saying? They out there doing their training and shit. I go up and talk to the sergeant and everything, let him know I'm a little trained myself, whoop the whoop. He like, well, man, I'm gonna give you a squad and let you take these people and you and your crew, and we're gonna go over here and we're gonna see how it work out. You know what I'm saying, man? We had so much fun out there, dog. The little boy was out there, man. He had the bar. I had him with me. I protected him. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure an old girl, man. I probably got so many points that day, dog. It was mad. It was nasty, man, but it was fun though, man. Everybody, I wouldn't go knock 'em. My knees ain't what they used to be. You know what I'm saying? I could tuck and roll and all that shit back then, man. I still remember my roll and everything, man. I was fresh out the military back then, man. You know what I'm saying? I still remember all my little maneuvers and shit. But nah, nigga. Oh, but the first time I tried to slide behind a wall, I'd be stuck at that wall for the rest of the goddamn. My knee hurt not just thinking about it, fam. I'm over here having to rub this leg just thinking about it. But yeah, man, yeah, that paintball and shit, man. That we gotta start branching out and start just doing the same thing, man. That's the thing. We gotta branch out and do other stuff. Now my next story. The owner of a Florida rehab network convicted in a $58 million fraud. She submitted patients to excessive drug testing and offered them kickbacks. Man, how much money they go paying for you to come down there and take a pit test? That's nasty though. I believe, man, if I find out I could go somewhere and get a pit test and they gonna give me a few dollars, I believe I go pay for it. Shit, I believe I go pay for it. But she said you had to be a well insured patient. If you was a well insured patient and came now, oh, she gonna drug test the fuck out you while you at her rehab. Goddamn. Yeah, man, she was charging almost $5,000 for every drug test. Then she wasn't even sending them out. She was just goddamn inside the paperwork. Man, see, man, this comes with back in the day, man. The very first person to open up a rehab wasn't trying to make no money. They were trying to make a difference. They fucked around and made some money, and that's when other folk jump into the racket. But see, we need people doing shit. 'Cause most people in this world ain't doing what they love to do for a job. You know what I'm saying? Most people on earth are not doing what they love to do. And I think something need to be done about that, man, because that's the reason why the world in the state is in. People are going to a miserable job for more than half of their life, and they're getting miserable and miserable every day when it's something they could do to make money that they love to do, but they be scared. Motherfucker being scared keep a lot of people from doing a lot of shit, man. That security of what they already in, and the fact that they got there might not know how they gonna get to where that other thing gonna be at, but man, being miserable every day, man. Me and you read every day about these people killing each other, killing themselves. All these folks just been miserable for a long time, man. God, you know, like listen to my dogs. Yeah, man. Shit sad as fuck, man. Goddamn, we're gonna move on, man. Cause the dog trying to let me know that I've been on him too damn long. The Virginia man drove across several states, stalked his ex-girlfriend for 3 days, and then murdered her husband. Like, dude still love her, man. Like, goddamn, I'm gonna speak up, but had to love the hell out. Nigga, we break up. And then she already had and got married again. So how long ago did they talk, man, for him to just um
Right. No, he ain't been that man that long, man. No, that man have been messing around on the sides.
oh man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But it wasn't bullshit, man. Like he didn't care that shit. He didn't care nothing about that marriage, man. You know what I'm saying? He cared nothing about that marriage. They say they yeah, he was the ex boyfriend. He grew up about 45 minutes away from Albany. Um I'm trying to see why he started stalking her that time. They got married September 10th, 2021. So they ain't been that long married, you know. What that is, about 5 months? No, no, no. About 6 months, 7 months, something like that. So man, damn boy. You got to be worried about a this bit ex coming to stalk you later on. Damn. I feel sorry for Buddy, man. Buddy thought he was just goddamn doing the right thing, getting married to the chick that he loved. Goddamn, he go to the door one day, soon as he go to the door, goddamn.
It's his dude.
God.
Man, I ain't seen you about 3 years. And you just still this man?
Lack of pussy do some strange things to some niggas. Cause man, I ain't gonna tell you no lie, man. Goddamn, I done been so heartbroken a couple times, man. I done been in my bag a couple times, dog. I'm talking about sad that a motherfucker about this bitch that goddamn stop fucking with me or whatever. But man, I fuck around and fuck another bitch. And boy, like, goddamn, before I do it, I ain't even studying that bit, goddamn. It, man, but it seems like as long as I get that last nut out, man, the nut I had in me when you broke my heart, once I get that out of me, shit, man, I'm straight from that point on. Shit, man, goddamn, God, I'm glad too, man, cause man, I done seen niggas who get caught up in that shit.
But I be like, man, I promise you, I won't cause no problems.
Oh no, man. One thing you ain't got to worry about me doing is being that motherfucker outside your window. Yeah. Bring my radio out there, stand on top with my radio, sing you a song. That ain't me, dog. I'm not finna call no promotion. Shit, goddamn. I wish you the best.
Exactly.
Well, I can't wish you the best because you already had that. Goddamn. You're gonna find out though. But man, my last story I want to talk about called 420 right around the corner, man. Goddamn. We all know about this weed when it started drying out. It's known to lose its potency and that shit can get real harsh and have you fucked up. But if you goddamn, you can take a motherfucking dried up lemon peel, put it in the weed, reseal the jar, goddamn, let that motherfucker goddamn sit for about goddamn 24 hours. And that shit'll bring your weed right back, man. No bullshit, goddamn. All you gotta do is just put it in the same jar you keep your weed in. Just throw a goddamn lemon peel in that motherfucker, tie that motherfucker up.
I'm
Right.
like that, though. That's a good thing, man. You know, like, who waiting for their week to get to that point? You got to do all that.
But a lot of people buying this shit pretty big, man. Goddamn, like, you know, you might lose a sack. And by the time you find it, that shit dry as hell. Goddamn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know, just throw a lemon peel in there. They'll bring shit right back. Goddamn. That's it for today, man. You got something to get to the people before we get up out of here?
Nah, man. Enjoy your Easter, man.
Man, I forgot it Easter, man. I'm feeling go up my mom high. Oh man, my mom done broke my heart, man. She said she ain't gonna cook the ham. She done bought a ham, but she ain't gonna cook the ham. Like, why you tell me you gonna buy a ham, but then you ain't gonna cook the ham? We ain't Muslim, man. We gonna have the rib. But y'all check me tomorrow, man. Don't forget hit the like, follow, subscribe button. Mac Bill was in the building, but he ain't want to say nothing to y'all. Goddamn, Mac Bill was in the building, chilling out with us. We gonna catch y'all later on, man. God bless every one of y'all. Y'all have a good one.